Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy start of a new vlog. I am feeling so much better. We are out here in the snow this morning, very early, taking Sasha out for her first morning walk. It's been a while since I've done this. She's having a blast. She has a new coat on. Feeling blessed and grateful for surviving this flu week, as I call it, and looking forward to a new week in good health. And it feels good to feel good. How about that? I'm not that hungry, but I need protein and a few carbs for energy. So I'm having this 14 grams of protein, oatmeal. The calories are pretty hefty. I'm not gonna lie. Where are they? Let's see. Calories are 230. I do add soy milk for additional protein. So I'm just going to warm this up, stir it, warm it up, have it with some berries. I may add a banana instead of the berries. We'll see. I don't know. It's hard when you don't have an appetite. This flu has really taken a toll on my appetite. I haven't had much all week, but I forced myself to eat. I have some energy. I know that part of the flu recovery is fatigue, and I'm going to reserve that for later, but I have a little bit of energy. I've already done 2 loads of wash of linens. I'm going to crack the windows open just a little bit, air out this room. I have some jazz winter music, cabin music on the TV, on YouTube. I'm just playing that in the background because I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes cleaning off this desk that has been an eyesore since the beginning of December. Actually, since my daughter left, because I've just been moving things to the corner and piling them up, and I'm done doing that. I have things on the dresser, on the desk, in the drawers. I'm just shoving things everywhere, and that does not leave me with a good feeling. So I need to declutter that. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes, head down, just doing that. And there are a ton of these on YouTube. You guys can just look them up, but I usually pick the ones with no mid-roll ads because I don't want to keep hitting skip. So this is what I like. In the background, it has no words. It's just soft, calming music, and it sounds like this. Beautiful, right? This is what the clutter and the crowdedness and the mess looks like. I did clean up quite a bit. There's some scraps there in the garbage. I did clean out my top drawer here. I just need to clear everything off of this desk. I need to wipe it all down and start fresh. It's a new year, gotta start fresh. Here she is, all clean. And I'm also happy to report that I did not put anything inside of the drawers. What I wasn't going to use, I put it where it belongs, or it's in the garbage, which is now pretty full. I still have to go through this stack paper by paper. I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done with dinner. Just trying to take it slow. My goal was to clean off this desk and get everything organized and put away. So my dresser is now clean and my desk. I feel good. I feel really, really, really good. It's the end of the night and I'm shutting it all down. I've already turned off my lights. I was doing some planning. I did some journaling. My desk is clean. Oh, I feel so productive. All the linens are clean. Kitchen is clean. And I'm feeling very productive, which is amazing because I couldn't do anything all week. Anyhow, I had my scarf on, by the way, if my hair looks funky. I always put my scarf on for about an hour before I go to bed. It just allows my hair to not look crazy in the morning. I am feeling a little bit exhausted, but that's normal from the flu. What my plans are for the morning is I want to get up. I want to have a light breakfast, come back here, journal, do some things up here, and then maybe do a mid-morning workout. I want to do a workout, and I probably want to walk on the treadmill for maybe 30 minutes or so. That's kind of the plan. We will see how I feel. I am respecting my body. I am listening to my body, which means I am not going to go crazy. But I do want to work out if I am feeling up to it. And yeah, so that is the plan. I am going to go to bed. I have been up since 7 a.m. I walked Sasha this morning for my daughter and my son-in-law. I just didn't want them rushing over here. It was snowing hard, really hard this morning. And I said, no, I can take her. She loved being in the snow. We had a nice little walk. She did what she needed to do, and we were back in about 15 minutes. Anyhow, I have been up since 7 a.m., been moving, doing things all day with minimal rest, and now my body is feeling it. I'm already showered. Listen, I am ready. I'm ready. So I am going to change into my PJs, and I think I'm going to do a little bit of reading tonight. I think that's what I'm going to do, and that makes me super happy. Okay, it's time to shut this down. It feels good to feel good. Okay, I am going to get ready for bed. Good morning, happy Monday. I am going to do 45 minutes on the treadmill. Did not sleep that great. I had off and on cough attacks, so I'm just going to do 45 minutes of walking. I don't have the strength to do any kind of weights, so I can't do that, but I can move my body for 45 minutes at a very slow pace. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to take 45 minutes, a little bit over a mile. Better than nothing, that's for sure. I actually decided to do a 45-minute mobility and stability because it's nothing but stretching, and I'm happy that I did that. Currently on the schedule, it's on for Wednesdays, but I decided to move it up to today because I do not have enough strength to do any kind of lifting, but I needed to get a workout in my mind. I just needed to do it, and I feel so good. I'm thrilled that I pushed through and decided to do it. So I did a 45-minute walk and a 45-minute mobility and stretching routine. I'm a happy girl. I'm one happy girl. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I am at the garage, in the garage at work. It is 6:30. I am headed inside. How am I feeling? Tired, completely fatigued. But here we are. So let's get this day started. Let's make it count. And I just want to get home, and I'm thinking I may or may not take a nap when I get home. We'll see. Anyhow, I need to get inside and start this day. And just like that, it's the end of the day. I just showered. It's been a crazy day, long. Drove all the way home with an excruciating headache, and it started at work, of course. But I have this issue with my driver's side door. This happened one time last year, and it happened again today on one of the coldest days ever. And I live an hour away from work, and it's all highway where the window doesn't go up. It's almost like the car has to be super warm. I'm not really sure why. My husband's gonna research it tonight. Because it happened last year, I took it to the dealer. They were able to lubricate the belt, and it was never working 100%, like fast or smooth, but it was working. Today, I went to lower it to put my badge up against the little badge thingy so that the arm can lift and I can get out of the garage. And I could not lift up my window. So I had to drive about 15-20 minutes with my window down, and it was 9 degrees outside. Yeah, so that really accelerated my headache. I was freezing. My husband's gonna look into it tonight and see if he can take off the panel this weekend. We're supposed to be getting over a foot of snow this weekend. I don't know. Listen, I'm barely surviving. Here's what I know for sure. I'm gonna go downstairs and play with Sasha for a little bit. My headache has subsided. It is not 100% gone, but it is subsiding. I took 2 Tylenol. I may have to take Advil before I go to sleep. And you know what else I know for sure? This hair. I have to get this haircut tomorrow morning. I'm so looking forward to that. It is my highlight of the month. I need to get this hair cut. It is a hot mess, And that's it. That's my vlog for today because I don't have the energy for anything else. Slept horribly also, by the way. My husband and I were coughing up a lung. We're barely surviving over here, honestly. Anyhow, let me go downstairs and play with this cute little puppy who's been waiting so patiently for me. I'm gonna take her downstairs, play with her. My son-in-law's coming to walk her because it is frigid out there. So he's gonna come and take her for her last pee walk for the night. It is almost 8 o'clock. I don't know if I'll be back tonight. You guys may see me tomorrow on my way to get my haircut. He's silly. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am feeling the best I have felt in over a week, and that says a lot. I am here at my hair salon. I found parking right in front of the place, which has never happened, but very thankful and happy because most of the parking here is parallel parking, and your girl can't parallel park anymore. I just can't. It's hard for me to. Anyway, let me get inside. Let's get all of this hair chopped off because I can't take it. I cannot take it. And my daughter is due next month, and I won't be able to get a haircut in a minute because I will be helping her with the babies. Anyhow, let me get inside. Let's get this hair done, and let's get it shaved all the way down. I need to get a lot of this cut. I can't take it anymore. Okay, let's go. I am done. She cut everything off. She thinned it out. Oh, I feel so much better. Let me say this. There's no better feeling than taking care of yourself and doing little things that bring you joy and just make your heart happy and make you feel better. After a super long week of just feeling like crap, it feels good to feel really good. A good night's rest, taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, doing little things goes a long way, my friends. But here it is. It's short and she thinned it out. Whew, feels good. Okay, now to Home Depot. I have to get snow supplies. My husband gave me a list. and I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to stock up on a few things, and then I will be home the rest of the day. That's what I'm doing. Holy moly, it is cold out here. Okay, I'm out walking Sasha and headed back home. She did what she needed to do. I feel better, she feels better. So I need to get back home. I took the day off to get to my appointments and ended up going to the grocery store, but didn't pick up much because it's way too early. I will go back on Friday, my normal day, and I will pick up our food and get things in case we get snowed in for a few days, which is what it's looking like. We're expecting the totals keep going up. So we're getting about 2 feet of snow, which is significant. My daughter and my son-in-law are taking Sasha. They're picking her up Saturday night. They're taking her because I know I'm not taking her out in that, and she really can't. She's so tiny. So what we decided to do, well, what I suggested to my daughter is for her to, it is cold, okay? We are headed back. She did what she needed to do. I'm out with Sasha. I'm headed back home to have some food and continue on with my day. I took the day off because I had way too many things to get done. Sasha, can you come please? And yeah, I'll fill you guys in more once I get home because it's cold. And I don't know how much you guys can hear with me talking through this coat thing because I forgot to put on my mask again. All right, guys, let's get inside and I will share more. It's cold. Sorry for the weird angle. I'm sitting on my ottoman playing with Sasha with her toy right before I cook dinner. It's going to be a simple dinner for myself. I actually picked up a platter for my husband when I went to Wegmans. So he's going to eat that for dinner. And then for myself, I'm just making a piece of salmon and some green beans. I was going to buy one, but you know what? I didn't feel like spending $16 on a piece of salmon and a bunch of veggies that I have here. So I'm just going to do that. That's going to be my dinner. And then I will shower. I gotta wash my hair because I just got it cut today. You know how you have all the little pieces of hair? I don't like those. And they get all over my pillows. Anyway, I need to do that and then get ready to go into the office tomorrow. So that's what it's been. Yeah, this puppy is relentless. She's right here on my lap. She keeps hitting me with her toy so I can throw it for her. Anyhow, so I went to the grocery store with the intent to buy things for the weekend, but I didn't have a list and I had no idea what I needed. So that was really bad preparation on my part, which is why I only ended up picking up that thing for my husband and some blueberries. But we're expecting a really bad snowstorm and upwards of close to 2 feet is the anticipation. So I will go on Friday afternoon, early afternoon, and pick up what I need, my usual day. I just can't grocery shop in the middle of the week. I don't know what I need. Anyhow, so I'm doing that on Friday. My daughter and my son-in-law are picking Sasha up on Saturday night to take her because with the storm, I'm not taking her out. So I suggested to them to buy a potty training pad for her, a grass pad, in the event that the snow is way too deep. She is just a little puppy. So they ordered that. That will be coming in so that they have a backup plan for the garage, just in case the snow is just way too deep for her and they can't get her out there. So we have that. I got her these booties with suspenders. I'm waiting for them to come in, see if she even likes them. Her paws are funny. And all the booties that I have bought her, the ones that I bought her, they don't stay on her feet. So anyhow, I have some right here. These are some booties that I bought at PetSmart. I tried them on her and it was an epic fail. So they will be picking her up on Saturday because the snow is supposed to start around 3 a.m. Sunday morning. And by the time they come over around 7 or 8, we'll be well into several inches of snow. And neither one of them drive an SUV, so they're gonna have to take her Saturday night and figure it out what they're gonna do with her. I can't have that anxiety. If she stays here with me, I will not sleep. I will be just a hot, nervous, anxious mess all day because she's not my dog. I don't have that much self-discipline when it comes to her. I worry about her a lot, so if she's not here, I don't worry about her because she's with her mommy and her daddy. Anyhow, that was a mouthful. I am going to play with her for another few minutes here, and then I'm going to start my dinner and eat that before my husband gets here. Yeah, that's it. Here is my simple dinner. I'm not even overly hungry. Feeling nauseous, so I have a ginger ale here, some water. I'm going to try to finish this, go shower, get an early start to my evening because why not? Good morning, happy Thursday. I am here in the garage at work. It was a pretty smooth ride. I liked it because I left a little bit later than normal than I have been in the last few weeks. So the light started to come through halfway through my commute, and that's always a nice treat. You know, driving in the dark is not as fun or as glamorous. So having a little bit of light is definitely helpful. I did not sleep that great. This cough is driving me insane, but I am here, and today is going to be a great day. I am going to go into it with intention and with the goal to be productive. Yes, that is my goal for today. Anyhow, let me get inside. I will bring you guys along just a little bit. You know that I do not vlog while I'm in the office. I barely take out my personal phone, so that's okay though. It's going to be a really good day. I feel it and I'm praying on it. That is it. Okay, let's get inside. And just like that, the day is done. I am out here walking Sasha, or the work day is done. I am walking Sasha. My daughter was running late from work. I just told her I would walk her and feed her. I bought all the things I need for my ginger turmeric shots I'm going to make this weekend. And let's see, today was productive and it ended on a really good note. I needed that. I needed for today to end exactly how it did. Yeah. Okay, so I have a headache and I think I just worked myself up a lot today. It's just a very stressful meeting at the end of the day. But like I said, everything turned out great. But I did give myself a headache, just a stress, tension headache. I am now going home. I stopped at Subway. I picked up a tuna 6-inch on wheat. I'm going to enjoy that, savor it, treat myself to something, and that's my dinner. I don't have energy for nothing else. The fatigue from this flu is top tier. Okay, just wanted to give you guys an update. Almost home. Going to feed this little cute puppy, feed myself, and let's see what the rest of the evening brings. I want to show you what cost me $104. This right here. These things. $104. That is insanity. I got some turmeric, ginger, lemons, limes, navel oranges, smallest bag of carrots I could find, fish taco seasoning for tacos I'm going to make. I got my husband some honey. These looked really good and I felt like buying them. They're honey mustard pretzel braids. It's a small bag. I didn't even buy the big bag.
I got these shelf-stable milks for us for this week, just because of the snowstorm that's coming. I want us to be prepared. I have 2 cans of bean trios. I got fire roasted crushed tomatoes if I decide to make soup. I got smoked paprika, and 3 pineapples. This was $104. I just cannot. This is insanity. Truly insanity. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is from Whole Foods. If you can't tell by the 365, this is Whole Foods. Good morning. Good morning, puppy.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Not overly excited about this weekend because we're expecting a major snowstorm. Whew. But it is early. I slept 9.5 hours. What? I feel so good. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, I'm out here walking Sasha. I told my son-in-law he could sleep in a little bit this morning and I would take the morning shift to take her out. She's doing so good. Bracing for a major winter storm. I'm going out to Wegmans to buy what we need in terms of groceries. It's just my husband and I, which is great. So picking up some things, but I want to get that out of the way early in the morning. I can't even deal with the crowds later. I will be home, nestled in my home. So that's the plan for today. I have to go to 2 grocery stores. And one of them, I'm just picking up some cookies for my husband because he loves the cookies from this particular grocery store. You know, the stuff we do. But I love that man and he deserves it. So I'm going and picking up a couple packs of cookies. That should take me 10 minutes to be in and out of there. And then going over to the other grocery store, do my big one. Well, not really big one, but you know what I mean. And yeah, we should be good. That is the plan. I also gave my son-in-law a little bit of a break because he is going to have his hands full this weekend. Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday. But that sun is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, it feels so good to be out here first thing in the morning. Okay, let me continue my walk and pay attention to this little one. I have to share this adorable story. So I am at Chick-fil-A. I went for breakfast. I wanted to treat myself. And first story is when I went to go order my food, they ask you for your name. And she repeated it. And I thought she wanted the spelling. And she said, oh no, I know how to spell your name. My best friend growing up was also Lisette. I have such great memories of her. We used to play dolls together. She was my best friend and I will never forget her. And I thought, that is such a cute story. And I hear that quite often, to believe it or not. Usually when I give my name to people, they say, oh, I was friends with so-and-so, or my best friend in high school was named Lisette. It's not a common name in the US. It's very, very common in Puerto Rico. I was always the only Lisette at school, the only Lisette in high school. And then I was the only Lisette in my company until they had another Lisette that was hired in a state further south. So there are only 2 of us in the whole company, which I'm not surprised. Anyhow, that's my first story. The second story is I sat down and I was waiting for my food for them to bring it to me. And this little boy was there with his parents and he kept staring at me. And I'm really careful, you know, not to engage with little kids. There's just too much going on and I want parents to be comfortable. And I don't want them to have stranger danger. And so, but the little boy just kept staring at me. And the dad turned around and he said, we have this rule with him that if he's going to stare, he has to wave hi. He has to at least wave and say hi. And that's what he was doing. He was waving and saying hi. I thought, that is so stinking cute.
Oh my God, he stared at me the whole time. I waved, we were playing from a distance. And then when I was leaving, I was putting my stuff in the garbage. And he actually turned around and he said, "Good job." What? I mean, he must be 3, no more than 4. And I looked at the parents and I just said, "You guys are doing an amazing job, amazing job." And I just wish them well. I don't know, these 2 little things that happened literally within 15 minutes of each other, it just made my heart smile, and I wanted to share. You know, it's the little things in this world with all of the craziness, the ugly, the dark, the scary. I cherish these little quiet moments, these little moments of smiles and joy, and little things that we can do throughout our day to bring each other a little bit of joy and happiness. So anyway, just wanted to share my story in the hopes that it brings you joy and happiness as well.
Okay, the madness out there is madness. I am back home. I put the groceries away. I just had some oatmeal for lunch. It's a little late. I really didn't feel like cooking anything. Sorry. I am going to let Sasha out in the backyard. This is pretty much the last day that she can run around and just get some energy out. The poor puppy has been indoors all week. So I'm going to let her run outside for about 10 minutes. That's all she needs. She's very small. Let her get some energy out, and then I'll come back in, finish up some work, and call it a Friday, pretty much.
Hi, Mama. Oh my goodness, you're so cute.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's cold. It's 10 degrees, but it feels like 0 based on the weather app. My fingers, I feel like I'm getting frostbite because I don't have a glove on the hand that I'm holding the phone. But here with Sasha, waiting for her to do her second poop, and then we are going back home. It is so freaking cold out here. And I did this as a favor to my daughter, my son-in-law. My daughter has a big paper to write. She's actually going for her EDD, which is a PhD in education. And she has a major paper due this weekend. So I just told her I would take one for the team this morning and take Sasha out for a walk. It gets me out of the house early, gets me moving, and gets some fresh air. But this is really cold fresh air. All right, sorry about that. I will bring you guys along. We have a state of emergency starting, I think, at 4 o'clock. So that's going to be interesting. No cars on the road after 4 p.m. This is serious. All right, we are as prepared as we can be. I just need to go out and make some returns, actually. I don't even need to buy anything. I just need to make some returns, and then I will be back home the rest of the day. But let's see if this little puppy can go, and then I'll head back home. Bring you guys along for this amazing journey of snow. Before the storm, literally and physically. We are bracing for a major snowstorm. My husband is going to remove that umbrella. We have to remove the hoses. He has to take the snow blower and the generator out of our shed. He's going to put a tarp over the grill because that cover was super expensive, and I don't want it to get ruined with all of the ice that we're getting. So he's going to put a tarp over that, put the umbrella in the shed, and just kind of straighten everything out. He's going to start the snow blower and the generator, get some gas. Today is prep day. It really is scary stuff. Look at this mess, because I'm type A and I panic a little bit. I'm very afraid for Sasha in this storm. She's never been in a storm like this. She's very small. And I just want my daughter to have everything available to her, because my daughter's a lot like my husband, right? They don't pre-plan, but in the moment of a crisis, or in the moment of, you know, really urgent decisions that have to be made, they freak out because they don't have what they need. And for my peace of mind, because I know that they're both the same, I over plan. I over prepare for the both of them because they both drive me absolutely insane with that. I cannot function that way. I need to have everything available to me so that should something happen, I'm prepared. They're not. Trust me, it has been a lifelong burden on my shoulders when I have to deal with the both of them in these situations. So I took it upon myself to overbuy for Sasha. Over here is a coat. This isn't lined. I was really upset when I opened it. I got this from Amazon. What I liked about it is that it covers her legs, her paws, and she's probably going to need that to keep her warmer, although I don't know how warm it's going to keep her because it's not insulated. It has no flannel, no fleece. I don't understand. This is a contraption for her booties, and it has this long strap that goes on the length of her body. It's hard for me to show you here. And the goal is that the strap that's on the length of her body will keep these on her feet because her feet are funny. Her paws are very funny, and she doesn't keep these booties on. This one has a rubber bottom, and the grip seemed to be pretty tight. My daughter's going to kill me, by the way, when she sees all of this because she has to try all of these things on Sasha. I can't. She will not stay still for me. She's too panicky and finicky, and she moves around too much. It's a fail. I got her these two from PetSmart. I need to return these. I tried to put one of these on her. It did not work. It was a fail. Again, my daughter has more control over her, but I got her 2 sizes. Because we're not gonna have time or we won't be able to go out to buy these things. So I got her extra small, and a medium. My daughter has to try all of this. Over here is a bag for my daughter and my son-in-law. This is something my husband swears by when he has to do any kind of shoveling or snow blowing. It is a ski mask, but it's nice because it has a little scarf component to it. It covers your mouth, so the only thing that's exposed is your eyes. You can still put a hat on underneath, which he does. And this keeps you super warm. So I got 2 of these, one for my daughter and one for my son-in-law. I got my son-in-law these socks. My husband has a pair also. They keep you very warm. Unfortunately, my son-in-law's father broke his ankle and he will not be able to shovel or do any kind of snow blowing. So I'm sure that the bulk of it's going to be left to my daughter and my son-in-law to do. My daughter suffers from Raynaud's syndrome. I got her these to put in her gloves to keep her warm should she decide to go help her husband outside. I got them some de-icer, some socks, and some leggings, flannel leggings for my daughter. This is what's in here. This is for the both of them. Again, she's going to freak out and she says, Mom, you didn't have to do that. Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Over here, we have a warming pet pad, but it's too small. Way too small for Sasha. I need to return it. This is a leash that we had here. My daughter brought this for Sasha. She got it free at her vet, and she decided to bring them when she visited over the Christmas holiday. This one's really good for one of Sasha's coats because this clips on to the harness piece. My daughter uses the choker type of, not choker, but the one that goes around her neck. Sasha does not have a collar. But this one's good because of the type of coat. I don't know if she's going to use it. I'm packing it anyway. In here are some extra rolls of bags and snacks for Sasha girl. These are a couple things. This is a little light jacket. Sasha tends to get really cold and she shivers, which isn't good for her spine. So I'm giving this to my daughter to put on her throughout the day if she gets cold. A raincoat because we're supposed to be getting sleet and a lot of ice. But the coat that she has, the newest one, that one is water resistant and wind resistant. So hopefully she's not going to need this, but I'm giving it to her anyway. We have some wipes. I'm just starting to prep Sasha's bag in here. And this is how I have controlled chaos in my house. We'll see what my daughter thinks and says when she gets here. And that is it. That is the end of this week's vlog. You gonna say hi, Sasha girl? She loves to lick the face, and I don't like for her to lick me at all, but she is just the cutest little puppy. But this week has been a week of recovery and healing and rest as much as I can. I did go into the office a couple of days. I did take off a day in the middle. We had off on Monday. So from that perspective, it wasn't a week of a lot of commuting. Although I will say that the days that I did commute, it completely depleted me. Just getting up early and being on the move all day. I was only able to do a mobility and stability stretch on Monday, and I really couldn't do much else the rest of the week. The fatigue is something that I'm having a hard time with, and that is a really normal known symptom of the flu. But I also have this cough that keeps me up at night, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, it is pretty much status quo. I don't have a fever. I don't have body aches. I am healing from this flu that took me down, took me out, but I'm doing better. And I have this beautiful little puppy here that keeps me company, and she gives me so much love. Dogs are really healing. She's not mine, but she lives here, and I look forward to her making me smile. She's very curious and cute and cuddly. She's a snuggle bug, and I just love having her around. So that is it. That is the end of the vlog, because the rest of today is going to be hectic in terms of just prepping the house, prepping the things. I'm actually headed downstairs now to go help my husband with what he needs to do to have everything for the outside of the house. And I didn't want to delay putting this video together. So wanted to close it out here with all of you. Next week's vlog should be interesting. That one is going to be all storm related, because we're expecting over 20 inches of snow where I live, and that's going to be a challenge. We haven't received 20 inches in a really long time. So we're just getting ready for that. And that's it. I wanted to say to all of my subscribers, to the new folks that are here watching, I want to say thank you so much for all of your well wishes and your prayers and your constant support, not just of my channel, but of me as a human. And I really do want to create that kind of community here. And I want to say thank you to all of you for that. My heart feels very happy to know that there are so many people out there that think about you and worry about you, and you're leaving an impact just as many of you have left on me. And so I just wanted to take this minute here to say thank you for that. I will continue my healing and recovery journey, and I will bring you along. But for now, that is all that we have. That is the end of the vlog. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And until the next one, adios.